Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Diecast Emporium. Been a long time since I've done a really proper unboxing video, so kind of trying to stay with the times, and I know a lot of you guys enjoy this, so I hope you enjoy this little treat. So this is something I ordered off of eBay about a week ago, just came in about 5 minutes ago, so I am anxious, just as much as you are, to check it out, see what it looks like in person. Again, this is something that has been on my bucket list for a number of years. Finally found one at a decent enough price, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. By the way, while we're doing this, I know when I'm filming this video, the country's kind of going through a lot of unrest and changes and crazy stuff's going on. Just want you guys to know that I really appreciate your support. Hope you guys are staying safe, doing all the social distancing stuff, and yeah, just want y'all to know I really appreciate you watching the channel and all your support. Alright, well, tell you what, number one, whoever packed this obviously is not a pro and doesn't understand our hobby very well, because they have scrunched the card, which in this case is not a big deal because I'm planning on opening this for you and for me, for the collection. But normally, there are some collectors, myself included, that will occasionally buy more than one of these to leave one sealed in our collection and then have one as a display model or one to customize or whatever. So if you happen to be a seller, don't ever pack a carded piece like that. So again, in this instance, it's not a big deal because this one's getting opened, but normally that would be a big problem, at least in my opinion. Alright, so here's what it is. It's an Athearn HO scale Ford Rescue Truck in red, item number 91813. These were released, I think, 15 years ago, and again, it's been on my list to get for probably 15 years. Honestly. So here it is. These are very highly detailed Athearn castings, mostly made of plastic, obviously rubber tires and things. Officially licensed by the Ford Motor Company, as you can see right here. Kind of helps that it's bent, in a sense, because you can get most of it on camera. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and open this, but before I do, I don't want to forget to show this. So this is another Athearn Ford fire truck that I have in red. This is an engine or a pumper. Again, a very highly detailed and nice piece. Go ahead and zoom in on that. You can take a look at all the details that are on it. So you have your monitor up here. Even the lug nuts on the wheels are highlighted. There's the front. There's the other side. Even has KME up here. There's the top. And then here's the back, which I think is probably the most impressive of these. Alright, so let's go ahead and destroy this package even more. What do you say? Is there anything worthwhile in the back? No. And while we're talking about packaging, because honestly to me it is a big deal, and I wish more people... Give me 1 second here. We're actually going to use this video to make a point. So, I wish more people would use either this style of packaging, for example, this would be preferred, or, hold on, gonna get on my high horse for a minute. This is how much I care about the hobby. This would be my number one choice for packaging. So, either a tin or a slide-out style squared-off packaging, or this style packaging, especially in HO scale. And the reason I say that is because when you open it to display it, you don't destroy the collectible long-term value of your model. Once you open a carded model, which is what these are called, you destroy any investment value you have in it. Because it's not sealed, it's not new, it's not never been displayed before, what have you. And when you move, more importantly than that, even if you don't view your collection as an investment or what have you. If you move, if you relocate, if you take your collection to shows or pieces of your collection to shows, as I do, you don't really have a proper way to safely and securely transport your small pieces of your collection without having the worry of a piece breaking off or paint chips chipping off. I get why people do this. It's much easier and less expensive to manufacture and ship on a piece of cardboard. But it's not that much cheaper than to do something like this, especially when you're talking mass production runs. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. I know I'm not the only one, but you guys, again, down in the comment section below, let me know what you think about that, because, you know, I'll give it to the model manufacturers. Over the past 10, 15 years, unlike any time before, if you look over the past, you know, I would say 6, 7 decades in terms of scale model collecting, they have listened to us. And I'm not just talking about one manufacturer. I'm talking about the majority of them. They have taken your input, suggestions, and they've really implemented them in their business models. So I would like to be definitely, and I think I am, one of the more outspoken ones in terms of packaging. But let me know what your opinions are. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox this. There you go. Done. Garbage. So here it is. There seems to be a bit of a color distortion on the bumper, on the silver bumper. It's almost starting to yellow a little bit. Hard to pick up on camera. Maybe if I put this bumper next to it, potentially you might be able to tell. Yeah, you could tell a little bit. It is a bit off color. That's all right. That, to me, would indicate, potentially, speculation, that this might have been in, even though it was on a sealed card, maybe potentially in a smoker's home or an unsealed storage unit. Don't know. Either way, we can fix that. It's not a big deal. You have your single flashing light up on top. I believe these are called gumball style lights. Who is it? Michigan? I think Michigan still has these on top of their state highway cars, which I love. I love these old style lights. Horns, mirrors, flashers up here, even a bell, which I love. Again, detailed hubs all the way throughout the wheels. Here's your cabinets for all your tools. Rescue trucks, again, if you're not familiar with fire apparatus, really these are kind of your hardware store on wheels, jack of all trades. They've got, you know, some basic fire suppression equipment, jaws of life, high-angle rescue stuff. Name it, they've got it. Obviously some, you know, other life-saving. Even water rescues, they'll have stuff in here for that. And this is, you know, a rear entry rescue truck as well. So back in the day, 60s, 70s, they'd have the rescue squad ride in the back of these trucks, which on occasion you'll still see today. But overall, very, very nice. I like it. Put it on the ground again so you can get a better look at it here without my big old fingers in the way. So there's the front, the side, the rear, and once again, a good look at the top. So that's it, folks. That is the Athearn Ford Rescue Truck HO or 187 scale. Again, pairs very well with the other Athearn fire trucks, including the Ford pumper that you see pictured here. If you dig through my files on Instagram or here on the YouTube channel, I do have 2 other Athearn at the time I'm filming this video. 2 other Athearn fire trucks. I have another Mack pumper and a Telesquirt in orange that are serving as my volunteer fire department. Those are much, obviously, around the same time period as these, but they're much older rigs, and they are in orange, so I didn't really want to include it in this video. But yeah, Athearn made a handful of fire trucks back in the day, some Macks as well sprinkled in. So very nice pieces. Obviously nowadays they can fetch a pretty hefty price, especially if you are looking for them on eBay, and the scalpers think that they can get a pretty penny for them. But if we ever have train shows again, if the, in, I don't know, 5 months or so, whenever it's next year, if the world starts turning again, maybe we can have some train and trade shows. That's where you can find these for good prices, if you have tables of people that are willing to wheel and deal. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Take care of yourself and each other. I'll see you in the next review.